Hello, God bless, Lee Rice here in Ribera. I slept there last night and the night before. I'm on the second day here, sitting right there outside the church doors with, as you can see, my details clearly displayed right there. It's a very beautiful place. I've met some really nice people. It wasn't such a bad day yesterday. I'm up to approximately 1.5 hours here today. Every single adult crossing the square has been in one place only, in the ground. They've stood this close to me, checking their phones. They walk in the church through the doors, checking their phones. They walk back out of the church, back down the steps, checking their phones and sharing their pictures. Every single adult that's crossed this square up to now hasn't noticed them here. So I'm saying this for the sake of all of the people that have suffered because of that. They're walking in and out of the churches, walking straight back out past homeless people, past music, art, nature, God, birds, trees. I've written 31 songs in Sicily, a writer of 20 years, and not one single adult crossing this square up to now today. No, I take it back. A guy got out of his car and came over and gave me a piece of bread, right there. So in 1.5 hours, out of every single adult crossing this square, one has noticed. And every single child. And it's been like this for years. I've watched in many cities and sat in positions just like this, standing with God, all of the creatures of reality, the children, and all of the children of reality, and all of my homeless brothers and sisters. And they just keep walking. They walk past the plastic, they walk past musicians, they walk past artists, they walk past poets, and they walk past homeless brothers and sisters too, with no compassion, no empathy, no awareness of reality itself. I don't want to say 99%, that's too cruel. A high percentage are in one place only, just in here. They don't see any of this beauty, any of this, any of the trees, any of the birds, any of anything else at all. They cross this square and every square for many years in one place only, the ground, in their screens and in themselves, with zero compassion, zero empathy, zero eyes, zero ears and zero hearts. I'm not saying that to be cruel. I'm saying that because that is the truth, La Verita, of what I witnessed day in, day out for many years. They're unaware of reality. They just don't care. They're in one place. They're just down there, staring at the ground, staring at their screens. Oh, quick, gotta get the latest picture to share with my friends to say that I'm actually here. But I repeat, I'm sitting there as a writer of 20 years and the signed writer and vocalist for GFE Ultra and the Alien Brothers with my details clearly displayed. So if they can't see me sitting here as a writer of 2 albums in Sicily, well, clearly they couldn't see me if I was a homeless man, either. They couldn't see me if I was a homeless lady, either. And that's just the truth of it. And it's been like this for years. They don't get it. They're crossing this square and every square with absolutely zero awareness or care for anything other than themselves. It's just the truth. It's tragic. Absolutely tragic. And they don't get it. They'll walk in and out of the church like they're believers. But believers in what? If they'll walk straight back out and walk past a writer, a poet, an artist, a cello player, or a homeless person in need. So what exactly do they believe in? And I thought a lot about this in Masala too. Well, sadly, I feel that the answer is nothing at all. What do they believe in if they've got no compassion and no empathy? I thought about this as a cure. How about instead of just 1 in 100 adults having compassion, if 100 in 100 adults had compassion? Imagine this. A street artist is sitting there, or a homeless person, like I am right now, outside the church doors, and every human kept 10 cents coins, dieci coins in their pocket, and they walked past 10, a combination of an artist, a poet, 3 street artists, and say 7 homeless people, and give each one 10 cents each. Every single adult who's in the position to, at least. Then every single artist, poet, writer, street artist and homeless person would see a significant 99% increase in money to survive for food or whatever it might be. Even if it is a drink, so what? Where's the compassion gone? Well, I can confirm after watching for many years, there's none left. In the children there is, and 1 in 100 moving adults has any compassion or empathy for anything at all. I repeat what I said earlier. If I was sitting there now as a homeless person in need of a piece of bread, how many adults would stop in 1 hour? Well, in 1.5 hours, 1. out of maybe, I don't want to get it wrong, but let's just say more than 100 people have passed. And it's like this everywhere I go for years. So if I was a homeless man or a homeless lady, 1 in 100 adults would offer any compassion whatsoever. During exactly the same time period, every single child crossing this square and every square has noticed, waved, smiled. Yesterday, the vast majority of the people who stopped, I met some really nice people too, but the vast majority of the people who stopped were the children. And this is proven in social experiments for years. It's just so sad to witness how empty they've become. No 5 seconds or 5 cents for anything at all. I'm not saying this for the sake of me at all. I play with my kids' clothes. I have done for years. It's not about the money. It's about the madness of it all. Where's the compassion gone? I'm sharing the truth with you that now. There isn't any left. They're sleeping. A high percentage of the adult society are sleeping. They're in the ground, in their screens, and inside just themselves, and nothing else at all. And it's been like this with my observations for 7 years, getting worse and worse every year. And they just don't get it. They're walking around in a slumber, in the ground, in their screens, in themselves, with zero compassion or care for anything at all. I'm standing with everything else the other way, 99% world, with all of the creatures of reality, all of the children of reality, and all my homeless brothers and sisters, musicians, artists and poets around the world that have suffered during the selfie zombie apocalypse, which is what it is, still. The madness is not the madness by now. It's delusional insanity, the number that don't get it. God bless.